Hello and welcome back. This is Mass Effect Andromeda, and I'm Ashser. Now we've just finished touring around the ship and actually doing a lot of scanning of planets. And we are now at, I believe it's called EOS. Before we get moving there, it has been a little while since we checked the strike team missions. I know I did at the end of the last episode, but that was the last time I was recording as well. So these should actually be finished now. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of finished missions here, so we can see what exactly they did. The mission successful. All massive experience, I believe that's for them. 10 mission funds. Bronze loot box, okay. And mission successful here too, good. So far seems like they all succeeded. Oh no. Okay, so Zulu failed their mission. But everybody else passed their missions. Now, claim rewards and claim all the rewards. Yeah, let's just claim them all. Multiple rewards have been claimed and added to your inventory. Please check inventory screen for more details. Okay. Now, we've got teams here. I can recruit a new team. Insufficient mission funds. I need 200. I've got 190 right now. The problem is if you wait too long, then they are not high enough level to actually accomplish anything. So the first thing we need to find is something that our level 17 can do. Make sure they continue to get experience. So, what's it? Select. Send strike team. 88% chance to succeed. $90. 88. 44, so they're not going to succeed at that one. 44. 55. Definitely not going to succeed at that one. Or that one. Or that one. So, I believe it was this one. They have 90% chance, so we'll send them on there. Now, false flag. C. Who has the highest percent chance? These are all 94. So we'll send the lowest level team on that one. Gather intel. Send a strike team on that one. We'll send Zulu on that one. Just because they weren't able to succeed on the last mission they did. Now establish a supply depot. Neither of them have a great chance of that. In prototype schematics. Detect embedded informant. 2961. That is the one thing, is the gold level ones have a better chance of getting some sort of reward. But they also are extremely difficult to do. Now, let's see if we can send these people on silver missions. 93% and 90%. That one, now this one, 88, 92. So this one will send Kilo. And this one, we will send Lima. So that way we've got all the teams out and the highest chance of succeeding on these missions. We've got 190 mission points, and I don't think we can really do anything at all with those. Aside from hiring a new team. We need 10 more points to do that. Alright. Well, this team has cowardly. Really got to pay attention to these a little more. I wonder if there's a way that I can remove a negative trait. But we'll worry about that later. Now, we look at the research center. Which one did I click on there? Both of them were highlighted. Alright, so these... I don't think there's any weapons here that I'm actually using at the moment. And 7 arms. But right now I think I'm wearing a full suit, so none of that will actually matter much. And I still have unknown there, so developing. There's all level 1 stuff there. What do they have for sale here before we get going? 2,700 credits. And I cannot sell, it looks like. Well, I don't have junk to sell, is basically what it is. But what do we have here? We do have the Omniblade 2. I'm tempted to buy those minerals, but I don't think mineral buying is really worthwhile. $2,400, yeah, so I thought that's 24 per each. Okay. Nothing I can do with this terminal.
Where's my data pad? Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
I'm not going to get involved in that one right now. What I am going to do is head down to the planet here. Okay, so at a landing zone here. You wish to embark, or disembark, yes. And take the rifle, the pistol. I'm gonna go with the Krogan hammer. So tempted to go back and get that Omni Blade 2. We'll stick with the M8, I think. The armor I'm wearing... What armor am I wearing? Deep Space Explorer, which is, yeah, full set. Means I can't change these individual parts. No, that's not what I wanted. Squads. Cora and Vetra. Consumables. Yeah, that's all good.
Suiting up. See you on the ramp.
Hope we're all that ready.
Alright, and away we go.
All right.
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
Little bright out there.
What?
What is that?
Said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us.
Oh.
They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
It's my job as a new Pathfinder. The uncertainty ends with us. I'm up for the adventure. Well, you know, we can still mourn the loss of our father, but we can't let it control our actions. It's my job as a Pathfinder. No, I'm up for the adventure.
This is exactly why we came. A new galaxy, a new ship. I can't wait to get both a little dirty.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
It's good the Tempest checks out. It should have checked out before we left the hangar.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
You got this, right?
I don't know why C sounds so unsure. Like, I mean, we came from the Milky Way where all the technology worked fine. There should be no reason to expect it to work differently here.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
Okay, what do we have here? And again, we have to find a way to terraform this planet somehow and make it viable for human life in days? I don't know about that. That seems a little
What are we even
unrealistic.
supposed to do here?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If Eos is like Habitat 7, that signal we scan must be connected with the atmosphere. We could use the outpost antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back on.
Okay.
They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
This analysis
they know?
provides us with important
They didn't have
research
a
data,
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. If you
They do
continue to
now.
scan and collect
We'll make
this
EOS a
data,
home.
we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment such as your weapons and armor.
I love how I'm looking at a box while Sam's saying that. So what around here is worth looking at? Okay, so minerals and such. More containers. And data pads. What else do we have in here? Container. Lots of containers. It's like Christmas. Open everything up. Data pad. Let's grab the container first. Initiative armor. Or initiate. No, it's initiative. What am I doing? Apparently I can't read. And we've got 2 data pads.
Got a code lock key.
Handy. It'll get us in.
Well, that works. I don't have to pick a lock. Chief Engineering. Grace Leto. New entry. Specialist Kothori needs to stop navel gazing about the monoliths and whoever built them. We need that spectacular mind of his if it doesn't grow food. Sorry, we need that speculating mind of his if it doesn't grow food, stop wind, or get special project Sigma done. It's not worth our time right now. His team is looking at the big structures and they'll do good work, but I tagged his runner just in case. Vehicle tracking code Grace Delta 9 end log. Alright, so there's a runner out there and I assume that's some sort of vehicle. I'll put that away for the moment. As far as I know, there's nothing dangerous in this room. what else do we have around here? So this is essentially the failed colony that they tried to set up, or failed outpost.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
If we'd a Krogan, there would be. We'd just sort of walk through it and be done with it. Come on. Now. Another container here. What's in here? Some nickel. It's a good thing that the colony doesn't require all of these minerals that we're just picking up and taking with us wherever we want to go. This door's locked open, I guess. What's going on in here? There's a datapad here.
Another code, like we already found.
Here. So is that a second code, or is that two of the same code? Botany analysis. Botany consultant Alice May. New entry. What are you hiding, Eos? The plants exhibit sporadic hypergrowth despite an environment that can sandblast paint. I'm starting to suspect the electromagnetic trigger I detected a signal of some kind. Definitely alien, but that's not my field. Uncertain if deliberate. Vector noted. So I guess that's all in actual point form writing, because that doesn't really sound much like a sentence.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
No, I don't think you have to worry about it too much. Nothing else around in here. So storms can strip paint. What do they do to steel? Oh, what's this building over here?
I think this is for purifying water.
And the storms pushed it around like a kid's toy.
Nice. The water purifier is probably from wells picking up the underground water. I don't see much in the way of water down there. It sounds like there's water there, but... Apparently I got stuck on something. I hear some water. Do we get a sample from there or no? Nope, we don't have a reading of the sample of that. I'm guessing that this is their little graveyard. Radiation? Alright, so we cannot go outside the little line there.
These shield masks are protecting against the radiation, but they're wearing out fast.
Standard issue. The outpost was going through them like gizzard picks.
It's nice that they told us about that.
No way this has been here long.
Going by call sign records, that shuttle is currently parked in the Nexus. Someone's been naughty.
Good to know. Wait, who's this?
This body's Omni tool has a door access code.
Not the important part, Sam.
We knew some were lost, Ryder. We weren't told they were left.
Wonder how many are out there.
Too many. Lexi, update Nexus records on Harwell, Theo J, and get a recovery shuttle out here.
Good idea. If he's got family, they deserve closure.
We'll give them more than closure. We'll finish what he started.
Another infusion station there. A lot of barricades set up here. Okay, we're just about done with the perimeter.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Okay. That's not what I hit. Okay. MFE suppressor. I guess salvage. Okay, well, take all of it. And that's got the perimeter searched. Now we just need to have a look at the interior and see if we can see about getting the power back on. We might as well collect this while we're wandering around. There's multiple spots for water to be collected from. Now, suddenly I have a feeling I'm gonna need a weapon, so I just want to make sure that we've all got the right weapons. Come on. What about my companions? Well, you're fortunately using a shotgun. Looks like you're using a shotgun as well.
Coming!
Okay, so I get some collected here. Is this door locked? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Not gonna tell me that door's locked?
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Haven't found any locks. Unless they're right here. People are talking here, saying that EOS isn't viable, that things aren't going like they expected. I think you should come back. I know what you're going to say. I didn't sign up for the initiative to stay trapped on a floating tin can. And I promise, you can have your adventure later, when they've had more time to plan for your safety. Mom told me to make sure you don't get in over your head, and that's what I'm doing. At least think about it for me. And I'll check in more often. I've started to adopt Mom's worry, already chewed through the nail on my pinky finger. It's up to you whether I keep the rest of my nails intact. Love you. Hello, sorry if this is the wrong channel, but this is the one they gave me on the Nexus. I'm requesting an update because my friend hasn't checked in for some time. Leah Wells, Research and Development Department, the research assistant too. She hasn't responded to any of her messages and I'm worried. Please let me know. Let her know to get in touch with me. Hello, sorry to bug you again. I requested an update on Leah Wells a few days ago and I haven't heard anything back. On my end, it looks like the message wasn't even opened. Is everything okay there? Get back to me as soon as you can, and tell Leah to message me back. So somebody's still trying to contact people on the ground here, but no one's here to talk to answer them really. Power interface. Okay, so I guess we turn the power on there. And that lights us up like a beacon for everybody who's might or might not be around. Which might be a good thing, because if survivors see the powers turn back on, maybe they'll head back here. And then we can find out what's going on. Although given the radiation shield, if humans have gone outside the shield walls, then not really much we can expect for their survival. There's a console that's probably to turn everything on. Don't see anything except for a couple of containers here. So what have we got? More garbage stuff. Another terminal. Ooh, that's a lot of iron. Sorry, H is the button that holsters weapons in Mass Effect. At least 1 and 2, so I keep pressing that when I'm trying to put the weapon away. An audio log.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Allison thinking sending us here? Eos might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
Congratulations, your feelings are correct. Okay, now, there's nothing over in this corner? No. So we head over to the console and turn it back on.
I got a partial lock, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Alright, so somebody else that can survive on this planet is wandering around doing stuff. Either that or it's the people from the shuttle. Suppose that's a possibility as well.
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we go outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
Okay, so what exactly is this point over here? I know there's a main story point over on the other side. That way out there? Yeah, that's outside the shield wall, I'm pretty sure. Memory trigger, lost brother. Another memory trigger. First murder. Apparently we can see these structures. Alright, well we can't leave this area right now. Not with the way things are at the moment. The main antenna, I guess, is over in this direction. What's that? What was that? I guess I picked up some ammo. Don't remember shooting anything.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we'll know where to look for that signal.
Well, that's a good theory. Picking a lot of Milky Way technology up here.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Okay, so we gotta turn the power on to get into the building that we turn the power on in. That doesn't sound quite right. That's the back door's open. Again, lots of ammo strung around here. Or strewn around here, I guess is the proper phrasing. There's an external console here. So I guess we have a look at this and see what's going on.
Huh. Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here. We thought everyone left was
Survivors?
gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
Okay. I'm not here to help, I'm here to establish a colony.
So you're a salvager. Got a name? I'm Ryder.
Clancy. Making an honest living by... Wait, Ryder? As in Pathfinder? The Nexus just can't let EOS go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help EOS. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
But EOS could be saved, leave the Ket to me. Well, we've already taken care of the Ket in a lot of respects, so...
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Okay, so now we know there is hostiles around here somewhere.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
So I guess there's multiple generators that we need to start. Where's the panel? Oh, there it is.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location.
Okay, so I scanned one of the pylons. Alright, and power coming on.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he used his clearance to sneak off the station, make some credits on the side.
Don't sound so impressed.
Okay, so that's one generator active. And what do we have in the way of hostiles? Nothing that I'm seeing yet.
Generator interface possible. Location marked.
We've got company.
Where are they coming from?
Hostiles ahead!
Is that Sam down? Okay, so we've leveled
They weren't
up
kidding
now.
about the cat.
The power
That
of the
wasn't
base
all that
station
difficult.
is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
Okay, so we managed to get a level up as well. So, what do we got here? Kind of want to continue to get the barrier upgraded more. That's going to take 2 points to get that. Yeah, okay. Now, that just increases the power. No, that's recharge speed, so I can do it more often. Yeah, that's going to be the way I go, so I can take a little more damage and get my powers off a little faster. 2, 4, 5, 6. Alright, it's 9 points, not 9 levels. Which means I now have access to things like Nova. Detonates combo primers. Last enemy with a line of explosions that proceeds through walls and other solid objects, so that's something. So actually, undo the changes. I'm gonna do barrier. Now if I go back, does that open up annihilation? No. Okay. I've got 7 points invested and I need 9 points, so I do need to put 2 more levels into it. Yeah, so I am gonna speed them up. Okay. Okay, so that's how I'm doing mine. And I think from there I'm gonna get Nova. Channels energy into a point-blank high damage explosion or annihilation. Annihilation sounds like it's something I want, so if I change Lance for annihilation, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Then keep singularity, annihilation, and throw. Singularity primes enemies for combo. Throw detonates. Annihilation primes. So that's 2 primers. Maybe I don't want to do that. Because I like singularity, because it sort of draws them all together. Charge detonates combos. Shockwave detonates them. So maybe it's shockwaves that I take. Yes, so I've got 1 primer and 2 detonates. So Cora, what can we do here? You have 2 points. So what do I want to do? I don't keep you going up with the 25% charge speed. Get your biotic power up as well. Damage and force. We'll get your charge going so you can, because I believe what it is you charge in, then you Nova, and then you try and make it out alive. So yeah, we'll do that. Now Vera is sort of, she tech? No, she's more of a combat. Power armor. Defensive expert, more health. Yeah, because she's sort of the tank of the party. What's this do? Weapon damage. Okay, let's... More shields. Yeah, we'll get more shields for her. Okay. Yeah, we'll confirm those. Now, assault rifles, what do we have? Nothing new per se. More pistol mods. And arms, we have another pair of initiative arms. Right? Yeah. Alright, so that's got that done. Okay, now you're gonna let me in.
You took down all those Ket? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
Alright, and you didn't take it? Well, I wouldn't assume that it would do much, and it's not something he can smuggle back.
Didn't get around to salvaging it yet?
I tried. It ain't that simple. Might be easier for a Pathfinder, though. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Now, salvage, do you buy and sell? Get to a safe location. And we'll see if he
Don't
sells it.
suppose you've got anything we can use.
Yeah, we'll start by getting rid of all the crap. Now, what do you have here? Not really all that much to speak of. Rare consumable. Raptor sniper rifle. Rate of fire, where is it? Yeah, it's basically a low power machine gun with a scope. Alright, now. Initiative armor? No, but we do have a spare. Well, we'll keep... no, we'll keep that, I guess. Where is the, arms? It's initiative armor legs. We don't need two of those, so... Initiative armor arms. Thought it was two arms that I had, but it looks like it's two legs that I've got. Only gel canisters. No, I don't want to sell those yet. Alright, we'll confirm that order. At least get rid of the scrap that we've got on us.
I guess Crazy Blue has to buy her parts from someone else.
Okay, who's Crazy Blue? Containers there. Outpost generator controls. Well, what's in the container? More junk. Well, not junk, building materials, basically. What did she say?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
Not so fast. Yeah, we'll go.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right that's worth investigating.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on, we better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Okay, so
Now the power is
viability.
restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
So viability's been increased a little bit. Now, what do you want to bet we've attracted more cats? Why are you jumping out that way? We need to go this way. Okay. Oh, we can get into this building now.
If walls could talk.
Actually, with enough sensory data, I might be able to reconstruct an image of the past.
Seriously? You can do that?
Oh, jeez.
Normally, it would be impossible, but since this is an initiative building, I have access to a multitude of data and arrays.
Let's give it a shot.
I
Okay.
could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
So basically, we're scanning for areas that we can look into the past for.
It actually worked. Is there audio?
Compiling now.
You step outside recently. There's nothing golden about Eos.
Not saying there won't be challenges, but we can do this, Wilcox. We have to.
What are they trying to do?
To ghosts.
But what are they trying to do? So now we can look into the past for things. Ooh, just straight up credits. That should be easy. And a spare shotgun. Spare shotgun clip. Is there anything else in here, or is that everything? That looks to be everything here. That building we've been in already. Careful of the tangleweeds. Now there was a room in here that we couldn't get into. So what's in here? Nothing to speak of. Except for some minerals there, but there's a terminal here. What's going on with this? Supply situation. They divided the rations again. Tonight's menu, soup with a couple of crackers each. Hope we're not too hungry to prop up the southern building tomorrow, but there's nothing else for it. Can't forage because the weather's deadly. Can't grow crops because crops in those winds, and the Nexus can't feed us themselves. No, don't think about it. There's talk going around of getting back to the Nexus, but if we can't find an answer, who can? We dared to put our boot prints here. We're the first. Me and Theo promised to stick it out, even if we ended up being the last. End log. So they were running out of food and couldn't grow anything, and not getting any support from the Nexus. That's a pretty big
They didn't know what
recipe
they were in for. They
for
weren't told.
disaster.
Sam and I could have helped them. This won't happen again.
Okay. Where else can we get into now that we couldn't before? Couldn't quite grab onto that.
Special requisition. All-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad, 6-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need.
The initiative only built a few.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
Okay. So does this mean we're getting the Mako back? I guess that's where they want me to put it. And what's in this building, now that we can get in here?
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
Now this is vital to our progress. Now we're building again. This is vital to our progress.
This tech is how we survive in Andromeda. Ingenuity on the ground.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
Okay, so what can we learn from in here? Nothing to scan, really. Terminal. Oh, containers. Have to open the boxes. Element 0, that's a nice thing to pick up. There was a container here as well. Leather wrappings, good. And the ESO shunt? I'm not sure I like the sound of that. So what's on the data pad? Now, Senior Foreman Forenska tried out the new pin design in the shelters today. Only time will tell if they actually hold together when the next storm rolls over. At least it should be easier to find the pieces this time. Shorty's pitching an evac back to the Nexus. Too many cats, not enough water, no hope, he says. I'd rather sell supplies and sleep on the deck than lie awake listening to the storms one more night. I can't say I disagree. Losing 3 of my guys to the cat made me wonder about leaving too. But I asked him what I asked myself. What's back on the Nexus for Pioneers? Isn't EOS what we signed on for? It has to be. End log. Well, yeah, but we also assumed that there wasn't deadly radiation all over the place. And that's everything except for the terminal. We'll have a look at the terminal, see what it has to say. We can activate the power relay.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Alright, so there's a research center here. What else can we do with that? Just activate the power, so same thing. And this is the same as the station before. I don't know if there's actually anything we can do that's different. But we do have more research points. So... a Valiant sniper rifle. Five clips, slow rate of fire, a lot more damage, max ammo, but heavy as all get out. We go down as it goes up in level? Yeah. Need to be level 5 in order to get the second level of it. 45. I think that would mean that I'd have to switch out and only have that in a pistol. I don't know if that's a great idea. But I know that the Black Widow, which is definitely the superior rifle, is not very light at all. There's the Asari sword and the Krogan hammer as well. This is the one that's, yeah, low damage, lots of firing, not a lot of clip size. That's also not very light. I think the N7 Valiant is actually a much better sniper rifle than that one. And of course there's the Black Widow. The issue is the heavier my equipment is, the slower my powers are. And that causes a problem since the most damage and basically the best combat ability I have is being able to use my powers. Now, has armor got any options available for that? Well, what's in augmentations actually? Because we've got enough that we can start putting things together in here. That's rate of fire, It's weapon damage when hovering or combat damage. That's biotic damage. Beams of electricity. Projectiles. Non-shotgun weapons. It fires grenades. Shotguns fires grenades, but with reduced damage. Okay, and sticky grenade launcher. Rebalancing. Vintage heatsink. Ammo refills automatically after a delay. That's 200. Like, if I could upgrade, that's on... Is that something we can only put on weapons? I don't know, this is a very good thing because it means I don't need to worry about picking up ammo. We'll get that, yeah. Okay, researching weapons or armor adds their blueprints to the development screen where they can be crafted. Researching augments grants you one copy of that augment and allows more to be found in the field. Okay, so that should mean that I've got the augment. Now, if I go to weapons, I don't think the M8 rifle is listed in here. The N7 Eagle pistol. The sniper rifle. Valkyrie assault rifle, that's an N7 weapon. A variant of the Avenger that fires 2 round bursts. The one standards issue for new recruits is Milky Way Alliance, and especially well-crafted rifle is also hot black market item. It creates intended for N7 thriving. For N7 trained Alliance fighters remains a mystery, so then we don't know how we got them. Now the Revenant assault rifle. Warlords. Okay. What does this thing look like anyway? Comparing it to the M8. Does a little more damage. It's a lot heavier, a lot more inaccurate. Ammo won't matter. Can't get the next upgrade for it. So if I go here, actually I want to have a look at my inventory first, make sure that I actually got one of those. Where is it? Research. Weapon blueprints. Avenger assault rifle, that's the M8. Widow sniper rifle, I can just make that outright. But if I'm gonna make a Widow sniper, I'm gonna go with the Black Widow. Okay, so augmentations, what do I have here? Vintage heatsink, good. Okay. So now those weapons, assault rifle, the M8, what is this? Stock. Can I not do this down here? No, it doesn't look like I can change this back here. Because the magazine is not a useful one anymore if I'm putting a vintage heatsink onto it. But I think that can only be put on while the weapon is being made, if I remember correctly. So if I go into development, if I hit craft, it just makes it. Ranger assault rifle, this is the M8. Got enough to craft it. If I hit craft, add it to your inventory and available in equipment loadout in terminals. So this is the heatsink variant. Or not. It didn't give me the option to add anything to it. Not that I saw, at least. Collect resources, craft a weapon. Oh, I managed to finish a quest for that. Nice. So, go back into inventory. Assault rifles. Now have 2 of them. This one. Deconstruct. I think I might have to go back to the ship in order to do that properly. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it an episode here. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we'll see what we can do about getting that heatsink variant of the M8 rifle. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, and have a great day.